Of roles with equipment being fitted and bolted onto the aircraft. When the Americans approached Boeing to design the aircraft, they told them the weapons and bets that they wanted, and the aircraft was then specifically designed and built around those weapons. Imagine now the crew have just seen enemy fire from a tree line, and as they fly by, unlike most aircraft that would require a wide turning area, the Apache is able to perform a wing over, such as you've just seen, quickly bringing its weapons to bear. One of the weapon systems at their disposal is the Hellfire air-to-surface missile, capable of defeating armoured targets up to 8 kilometres away. The Apache has two guided variants of the Hellfire missile, a laser-guided variant and a radar-guided variant, the latter of which gives a non-line of sight, fire-and-forget capability, meaning the Apache can fire at a target whilst concealed behind a hill. Another weapons capability at their disposal is the aerial rocket system. There are 4 variants of rockets employed by the British Army, and each rocket pod can hold a mixed variant of 19 rockets, giving the crew the option to fire anything from a single rocket to all 76 rockets at once with devastating effect. Of course, the crew is showing you today the Apache is not just a powerful attack helicopter, but agile. Manoeuvre requiring a strong stomach, ladies and gentlemen, so 90 degrees nose up, being followed by 90 degrees nose down. Again, repositioning to the low level with the speed gained from the transfer of height. Around the aircraft, you can identify up to 256 targets, prioritising 16 highest threats to the crew and locking the weapon systems to those targets. It will even tell the crew if the target is a wheeled or tracked vehicle, helicopter or fixed wing, and their rate and direction of travel. What you'll see now is the left foot direction, including backwards, meaning the aircraft is capable of turning around 360 degrees while moving in a single direction. The aircraft systems at the pilot's disposal means they can fly the manoeuvre you see now without the pilots even touching the controls. However, today these have all been disengaged. Both crew members have a monocle in front of their right eye, which acts as a heads-up display, showing all flying instrument information. This system is also known as a targeting device, as the aircraft systems are slave to the pilot's head, meaning the aircraft knows and tracks where both pilots are looking at all times. 30mm cannon. Electrically initiated, the cannon has a firing rate of 625 rounds per minute. That equates to 10 rounds per second, each of which contains high explosive and a shaped charge, capable of defeating armoured vehicles and engaging targets over 4 kilometres away. And wherever the crew member looks, the cannon points, allowing them to engage targets in the flanks and below without even changing track or touching the flying control, just as you've seen as they've been passing you by. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for your support today. And we please ask you to put your hands together for the 2012 Attack Helicopter Display Team of the British Army as they take a bow. On behalf of the Attack Helicopter Force, we'd like to thank you for your ongoing support of the British Forces. We'd also like to thank Celix Galileo and Marshals of Cambridge, our sponsors for the year. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Well, thank you to Captain Paul Watnell there and the Apache team for a tremendously agile display of the British Army's attack helicopter, the Apache. Nice topside there as the helicopter recovers to land before we get our next display up and airborne, which I believe is going to be the F-16 from the Royal Netherlands Air Force, which is always a tremendous display.